Hi guys, Luke here again from healthiersouthshields.com and Fitness Camp Academy South Shields. I want to welcome you all to episode 10 now with guilt-free cooking. Today, as promised last week, I'm going to show you how to make healthy battered fish and chips. This is absolutely beautiful. So, first thing we're going to do is put the oven on. I'm going to put it on about 200 degrees and set that off. Whilst the oven is warming up, we're just going to cut our sweet potato into chips. First off, I'll show you what we've got. Okay, we've got some sweet potatoes here. Okay, this is going to be our chips. All right, this is what we're going to make our chips with. We've got some natural salt. Okay, some coconut oil to fry in. The herbs that we've got: oregano, garlic, got a little bit of balsamic vinegar. All right. On top of that, we've got some ground almonds, one free-range egg, and some haddock fillets. Okay, you can use cod. Okay, but I've just chose haddock today. So first off, I'm going to chop these sweet potatoes into chips. Up to you what size. The smaller they are, the quicker they'll cook. Okay, so I'm going to chop these up. I'm going to fry a tablespoon of coconut oil in the pan, and I'm going to bang these in the oven. Let's get started. I am going to leave the skins on, guys. The skins, once they're cooked, make it nice and crispy. There's a lot of goodness in the skins, so don't peel your potatoes, alright? Give them just a rinse under the tap and keep the skins on the sweet potatoes. Okay guys, tablespoon of coconut oil, maybe it's a little bit more, depends on how many chips you're cooking. Okay, we're going to melt this down, then coat all of our sweet potato chips. Okay, so coconut oil is melted. Turn that off now. I'm just going to throw our sweet potato chips into the pan, coat them all in the oil. Okay, so it's covered all the chips in coconut oil. We're now going to place them on the baking trays. Quite a lot of chips, okay, this is probably, to be honest, about 4 portions of chips. Alright, but you can obviously keep them for later on as well. I'm going to separate these out, put them in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes, guys. Okay, next we're going to get on to our batter, alright? The chips have been cooking for about 10 minutes, alright? We obviously want this to sort of be ready at the same time, so I've deliberately left it 10 minutes before starting on the next thing, okay? So, our batter, it's very, very straightforward, right? We're going to take 1 egg, I'm going to take some ground almonds, we're going to mix them together with these couple of spices, okay? So, break the egg in. Then we are going to add our ground almonds. In terms of how much, right? As long as your consistency is getting like a paste, imagine like a wallpaper paste, okay? So we're just going to mix this. And if it's still runny, okay, you're going to need to add a little bit more. See, that's quite still runny. So I'm going to start to add some more. I'm going to keep adding it until it's like a thick paste. Like a batter, like you would see the fish and chip shops, but they're fishing. A bit more. Starting to become a little bit more like a paste there. Probably maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons of ground almonds, maybe. That's starting to look a lot more like a paste. That's pretty good where it's at. Yeah? Like a paste. Okay, so this is our batter. What we're going to do just to add a little bit more flavour to it is we're going to add a sprinkle of oregano. Alright. Nice tasty herb. Okay. We're going to add a sprinkle of garlic granules. And mix this in. Okay, all the way. And then we're going to add a little dash of balsamic vinegar. That's going to really flavour out our batter to put over the fish. Okay, so once that's all mixed in, I'm going to add a tiny dash of balsamic. There we go. Mix this all in. This is going to be our batter for our fish. Okay, right, I've set a little bit more coconut oil in the pan, burning away there. It's on sort of a lower heat. I'm now going to take my fish and I'm going to dunk it in the batter, okay? It's in a small bowl here, okay? Doesn't really matter if you put it in a small bowl, big bowl's a bit easier. We're going to just coat the entire fish. 1 egg should probably do 2 fish really well. Fish this size, maybe is 1.5 fish. we're going to coat the entire fish in the batter. This is quite messy, okay? Really get it all over the fish. I tend to keep the skin on, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to throw it in the pan here. There we are. And wash the hands. Okay, here we go, hands are washed. The fish is in the pan, right? On a lowish heat, it's only going to take about 3 to 4 minutes each side, if that. Really, it doesn't take very long at all. If you've got any remaining batter mix, you can put it back over the fish, okay? So we're going to coat both sides in this. I would probably just cook it the skin side down first. You don't have to keep the skin on. If you want the skin off, you can take it off. Personally, I prefer it on. Okay? So we're going to cook this, like I say, about 3 minutes, then toss it over, cook 3 minutes the other side as well. Okay, that's been about 3 minutes on that side, maybe it's just under. I'm just going to quickly flip it around, as you can see. Nice little bit of batter on the back there. And we'll cook this side, again, about 3 minutes, and that'll be more or less our battered fish done. Okay guys, been cooking for about 3 minutes on the other side as well, and it looks about done. So I'm now going to take this off the heat. I'm going to take the chips out and we're going to dish this up. Okay. I've actually chopped some cucumber, and I've got some spinach, a little bit of lemon for the side to make it look pretty and to get our greens in for this dish. And then we're going to serve up the big fish. Here we go. Look at that. This is real life, guys. Obviously it's not perfect, but to me this is healthy battered fish and chips. Okay, this is totally guilt-free fish and chips. Alright, none of the real bad saturated fat you get from the chip shop. Alright, this is going to taste just as good and you're going to feel awesome after it. Now, tell me that that doesn't look good. Awesome, guys, eh? So, anyway, next week we're going to do something a little bit different. We're not going to be in the guilt-free kitchen. We're going to be eating out guilt-free. I'm going to take you to the very first restaurant that is getting a guilt-free menu that's endorsed by healthiersouthshields.com and Fitness Camp Academy South Shields. Okay? So we're going to go and have a little bit of look, introduce you to the manager. I'm going to sit down, see how it goes about, and we're going to explain how you, when you're eating out, can actually eat somewhere guilt-free and clean. Okay? So, until next week, peace out guys, see you then.